Hello everyone, welcome to the Advancement Centre and welcome to the world of magic and miracles. As you settle into the flow of this new world, of course, you'll start to feel not only the difference in life as it used to be, but the difference in life as it's coming towards you. You can feel it, you know it's there. You're not sure what it is, but you can feel it coming. That sensation is part of the new world. That sensation is one that allows you to set a new level, a new feeling of enhancement, a new way of being without even thinking. As it comes towards you, it's like driving on the road. You pick up everything that's around you and you steer. But you really don't focus on anything except driving. And with this new world, all you have to do is focus on life and look ahead and feel. And when it comes to you, or when you feel like it, change your set point. Put it in another place, either above, below, beside, or anywhere you feel like. And all of a sudden you'll feel the change. And play around. And you'll feel just like you do when you're driving. There's a sweet spot. There's an exact position that keeps you in the middle of the road. Even though the road is bending and twisting and sometimes you have to stop. It's the same in this new world. But you're driving your life. You feel it. You see it. You know it. You don't have to develop any schemes. You just steer. And you change your set point. Like if you come to a stop sign, you stop. If you turn a corner, you change your set point and you look ahead. And you take in everything that's around you to guide yourself. In a similar way, you do that with life. And you don't wonder about the next corner. You look ahead. You don't wonder about the one that went past. It's gone. And the beauty that surrounds you seeps into your life, just like the scenery around you when you drive seeps into your world and gives you a new experience. Whether you're just out for a drive or you're going somewhere in particular. There is nothing more satisfying than relaxing into a drive in the car. But I can tell you, relaxing into driving of life, driving through your life, driving past everything, not really focusing on the detail, brings a new world to you, a new feeling of excitement, satisfaction, capability even. And it builds a courage within you that you never knew was needed. That courage allows you to keep changing the set point, to go where nobody else has ever been, to point yourself in a direction knowing you don't have to keep that direction, as if you were swerving around a bump in the road. You can swerve around in life and it'll return you to where you're on the road again. But it's not a specific path, because you can decide you're going to a different place. That's changing your set point. And all of a sudden, even your GPS realigns itself to the new set point, to the new destination, and changes everything to suit. That's what happens in this new form of life. Everything changes to suit your destiny, or your set point, whatever you like to call it. You can change your set point so that it includes more things, so you can see more, feel more, so you can be in more places than one, all at the one time or at separate times. You can scan all sorts of experiences, one after the other, or you can have them all at once, and smile at the feeling that comes to you, because you've allowed everything to be present at once. And you don't even think about what that's all about. But it's a feeling of satisfaction that you're using skills that are never seen in the logical format of the world as we have it now. It's all set up so you do one thing at a time. But we override all that in a fraction of a second just by changing our set point and going further and further into the world of your creator, or to the left or to the right, or wherever you feel like advancing, because you can do it. You can take a sudden change in direction simply to have a look. You can scoop things into your path simply to feel them. It's like the fleeting thought of another person. You're suddenly there with them. And many times you get the opportunity to relate that to that person, and they somehow know that you were there. In old terms, you would say, we're thinking of one another. But in new terms, you're present. You're present in their life, and they're present in your life. And your fields mingle, and your worlds share. One of the greatest gifts we've been given is that extended vision, where we can see actually what's in front of us. We can see beyond the surface picture. And it's not something that is practiced, it's here. You feel good about life. If you don't feel good about life, change it. Just like you would change your destination on your GPS. You don't feel good about going to a certain place, you simply change it. You don't need a reason. And it takes a fraction of a second. You don't even have to press a button. Within you, that set point can change your life immediately, instantly, and without comment. And there's no need to use your brain. It's part of the whole. It's part of the whole. It emanates from within you and changes everything around you. So as we look forward, we don't look forward to anything. We look forward so that we can see. And we can broaden our scope so we can see where is the best place to set our focus. And then, without setting our focus on anything in particular, we can change our set point that brings into focus every possibility beyond which we've even considered, and puts it right in front of you so you can feel and experience all of them without having to change focus. That's the gift of this new world. And at any moment, you just bring it all together, change your set point, expand it, tell it to go and find its best position, and settle in and enjoy the absolute precision of your spirit roaming around, pointing you in directions that you've never been before. And you don't have to do anything. The world changes around you, and all possibilities come to the forefront. And there are billions of them. For you to sort through with that divine skill that you're about to venture into, that divine skill of working with the unknown and working with divinity itself, which is the spice of life. Besides it being life itself, it brings together all the mysteries that do not need solving, the mysteries that need to be experienced, the fantastic feelings, visions, and the food of life. Your absolute love of everything you do and everything you experience comes to the surface, and it exceeds everything that you've ever imagined. And all you did was change that particular set point. And the world changed around you in an instant. As you interact with other people, you sometimes feel this coming automatically. And you say, wow, that was great, or I feel great, or what a beautiful world, what a great time I'm having. And it lifts your set point. Lift it one more time, past that, and it'll stay. with or without celebration. Just lift it that tiny bit more and it will stay. And you can feel it. And the beauty of life starts to emanate from you in a vibration so complex that it cannot be repeated. But that set point holds whatever brilliance you set in place. And you don't have to know how to do that. You simply do it. All the senses that you haven't used before are about to be used. The feeling that somebody's close, that somebody's around the corner, that somebody's going to ring you, all those things are minor compared to the feeling of brilliance of what you feel is in your world, of what you feel is ahead of you, and what you can select without making it a single selection. You're now in a world where you can have everything. The more you can experience, the more you can have. But you don't own anything. You don't need to. Because there's something inside you that generates everything for you to take you to wherever your ultimate destiny is set. And what we encourage you to do is to forget about everything. Wind up that set point. Jump in your spaceship or whatever you want to do and go for it. Feel it. Live it. Be a Peter Pan or a Tinkerbell. Sparkle everything. Watch what happens. Feel what happens. You've blown everything out of the water. Now you're starting to fly. And there's nothing can stop you. It can be in the privacy of your own home. It can be out when you're walking around. It can be when you're asleep or awake. Every moment is yours. And it cannot be owned by anyone or restricted by anyone. Logic doesn't even come into it. When you're watching Fantasyland or a Disney presentation, the whole theme is based on taking you somewhere else. Somewhere that you've imagined. But in fact, you can be there. And for many, many years, you'll remember being there. But it's locked into a movie. In a fraction of a second, you can unlock that connection to the movie and be in that world. And it's yours. And it has more than the movie. More detail, more connections to other things. As we build each step into the future, we build a million steps, not one after the other, but all in different directions, so that we can gather and collect and experience and try all the different colors, try all the different feelings and the different textures, the aromas. Switch them on all at once, and then start playing with all the combinations. It's a brilliant way of life. And you can do it while you're talking to someone. You can do it while you're sitting in the chair, doing nothing. And you don't have to practice. You simply have to go a little bit further than what you would expect in setting your set point so that it stays and it entertains you. It's the simplest form of simplicity. It breaks all rules, and it brings to the surface the life of peace and tranquility, even in amongst what is published as turmoil. The world around you is yours. The world you drag in from somewhere else can be yours or it can be somebody else's. It's totally up to you. And there's no struggle when you change your set point. Even if you've got to dip down underneath something and come back up the other side, you never lose focus because it's automatic. When we all travel together, it's like playing a game of tennis or playing with a ball, throwing to one another. We're throwing things backwards and forwards. We're crossing all sorts of barriers. We're stepping in front of fields that are not necessary. We're extracting the best out of one another. And we come together laughing and enjoying every moment. If something gets too serious, we step in and break it up simply by either changing the subject or lifting the set point. And the best one is to lift the set point because it does not have any chance of reaction. You're working with the energies of your creator that belong to you. You're working with the mysteries of the world and of the universe, where there's no such thing as reaction, because everything comes into natural harmony and balance automatically. That's how the universe is constructed. And this is how we keep it in order. So one fleeting thought can change the direction of many people's lives, and you're not aware of it because all you did was let a part of your field go out to where it could balance a movement in the universe. And it may be a car going around a corner too fast, or a child ready to step onto the street. There's a sudden movement of energy that changes their position in the world, and they remain safe. Everything about us is to maintain the harmony and the safety and the well-being of every active and inactive being on Earth and in the universe. And we do a marvelous job at it. And it's all about how you live your life. Not what you do, but how you live your life. Do you live it above the average logical plane? Do you venture past the mathematical picture? Do you value the things in people that don't earn money? Do you look at the fields that come together and create new fields? All of this is part of the new world. And what it feeds back to you is the mystery. It feeds back amazing feelings, amazing little vibrations, little pressures on your body or in your field, or a sense of somebody's there, or a noise, and it pricks something that makes you jump. And all the sparkles within you expand and open up and crisscross one another to produce an electrical field and a sense of newness and power. And then it changes again, but all the time building, because you set the set point to do this. And you didn't have to know how. You simply do it. And you go outside your limits. Every time you want to. Because there's no chance of anything going wrong in the world you've just taken yourself into. There are parallel worlds where you'll be told everything's going wrong. You'll experience things that are outside what you thought should happen. But it's not going wrong. It's just different. It's just moving. And if you feel unsafe, just lift your set point. And you're not unsafe anymore. And lift it a bit further. And you start to buzz. And lift it a bit further, and you think, well, how far can I go? I'll try some more, and a bit more, and a bit more. And all of a sudden, you're alive. That's the world I'm talking about. The one that makes you feel alive and happy, powerful, excited, capable, and with endless possibilities. And never did I have to access my brain to come up with all that detail. It's simply there. We've broken through. Now we can fly. And once we fly, there is nothing that can keep us down. There's no boundary. There's no limitation. And when I say fly, I mean fly. You just take off, go, I'm out of here. Go for a look around. And you can go anywhere and do anything. in this magic world that's been presented to us. So enjoy playing, follow your spirit, but take it higher. You don't have to instruct it, you just change your set point. And all of a sudden, the world will feed to you what's always been promised. The beauty and excellence of the depths of the world of your Creator. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining me and experiencing another stage in the workings of our new magnificent way of life. And on that note, I wish you all a perfect life, perfect health, and an extremely magic future. Thank you.